Fuchs.com.
What is up? Greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and to your vitality and to your well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more knowledgeable, you are more and more in control of your body, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity, from skin diseases like acne and eczema and psoriasis, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis, and while some folks may call that a miracle, this healing and renewing and regenerating system is really nothing more than the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we are here for you on The Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261. That's 855-660-4261. If you want to learn more about the longevity products that you hear advertised on the program, hear recommended on the program, you can head over to brightsideben.com, take a look at our shopping cart with all the longevity products, or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470, and ask them about joining the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can have all the benefits of owning your own business, including tax breaks, getting your products at the wholesale price. Of course, you can also just help spread the word about the power and the importance of a good nutritional supplement program. They know all about the Brightside Ben team at 866-735-2470, or you can click on the Join the Team link on the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. For you guys who want a little extra health information, check out my blog, pharmacistben.com. That's pharmacistben.com. We update it regularly. And we have a newsletter link up there as well. We're going to be doing a newsletter hopefully in the next couple of months. We'll start it. So you can sign up for that at pharmacistben.com. All right, thanks so much for joining us on The Bright Side. We are talking about vitamin K and its properties for building bone, for blood clotting. Vitamin K's got lots of various properties. It's known as the clotting vitamin. I think of it as the electricity vitamin. It is a chemistry that makes it very conducive to carrying around electrical energy in a fashion very similar to its vitamin colleague, its vitamin partner, vitamin E. Vitamin E and vitamin K are colleagues, they're partners. Just like we said earlier how vitamin A and vitamin D are colleagues or partners, vitamin E and vitamin K are likewise partners, and coenzyme Q10 fits in there as well. In fact, coenzyme Q10, vitamin K, and vitamin E can be thought of as electrical brothers, the electrical triplets. And this is why all three of these substances, vitamin K, vitamin E, and coenzyme Q10, have beneficial properties for most of the electrical systems, for all of the electrical systems in the body, and that is especially true about the brain and the heart. Vitamin E, vitamin K, and coenzyme Q10, because they're so electrically powerful, are very important for the heart, the circulatory system, and the brain. That means if you're dealing with heart disease, you're dealing with any kind of circulatory issues, you're dealing with kidney issues, and if you're dealing with dementia, movement disorders, or brain health issues, think about coenzyme Q10, vitamin K, and vitamin E. The electrical nature of these substances is a function of their shape. Yesterday we talked about how chemistry is all about shape. Think Tinker Toys. Chemistry, one of the most intimidating subjects in all of academia, in all of science. Everybody seems to be intimidated by chemistry, organic chemistry. When I tell people how much I love chemistry, immediately people think nerd or think geek or think science freak. But chemistry is really no more complicated than Tinker Toys. It's no more complicated than shapes. For all its intimidation and supposed brain power that you need to understand chemistry, It really is just about Tinker Toys. If you ever made a Tinker Toy structure, then you should be able to grasp the nature of chemistry. Chemical structure is a Tinker Toy structure. Instead of spools and sticks and wheels and caps, you got molecules and atoms and little pieces of electricity, but it's all about sticking things together and making structures. Instead of having little wood dowels that connect everything together, in the case of chemistry, at least in the case of biochemistry, you have science fiction-like glowing threads of colored electricity. Literally, folks, colored electricity. Like little neon lights. Human beings, via our biochemistry, are like rainbow neon lights flashing on and off. We've got science fiction glowing chemicals all throughout our body. Reds and blues and greens and yellows. This is what chemistry is. This is so cool. You see why I'm so amazed and blown away by chemistry. But it's still all about shape. Biochemicals and molecules are electrically vibrating shapes. I love chemistry, especially love the chemistry of biology, biochemistry. But at the end of the day, chemistry works because of electricity. We are truly biochemical beings, but underneath all of that, we are electrical beings. And by the way, there's a very important relationship between light and electricity. When we talk about how vitamin K is an electrical vitamin, what we really mean, it's a light vitamin. Light is basically a type of electricity, which means that in addition to being electrical beings, we are also light beings. How do you like that? I don't mean to sound new agey here, go all Boulder, Colorado on you, but that's just the scientific facts. We are light beings. If you like the Bible, read Matthew 5:14, the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus tells the crowds, the multitudes gathered around the mountain, they are the light of the world. Human beings are light beings. And this light, this electricity, this light/electricity shows up in the body via various light shapes. We got a special name for these light shapes. You know what we call them? We call them molecules. That's what a molecule is. It's a light shape. And you put a bunch of these light shapes together, a bunch of these molecules together, and guess what? You got a chemical. A light shape is a molecule, a bunch of these light shapes is a chemical, and all of these light shapes convey information. They're like codes. And these codes are interpreted by various parts of the body. You can think of it like keys and locks. Each particular light shape is like a key. And each key has a specific shape that opens up a specific lock. Each particular light shape is like a key, and it sticks itself somehow into a chemical shape that functions as a lock, and it opens up the lock. If you look at your house keys, or your car keys, whatever, you'll see basically a piece of metal with a shape. And if the shape of your key matches the corresponding shape in a lock, just like magic, your lock will open up. If you can understand that, you can understand chemistry. It's all about shapes. Shapes called molecules and chemicals, and each shape has a specific character based on how the electrified energy moves in the particular shape. The shape can move, the electrical energy in the shape can move left, it can move right, it can go fast, it can go slow. Vitamin E and vitamin K have a shape that make it super, super electrically active. Electricity can travel around the shape of the vitamin E molecule and the vitamin K molecule very effectively. In plants, this makes them very important for something called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the reaction between sunlight and a shape. Sunlight hits a shape in the leaf, and by the way, this process that we call photosynthesis, where sunlight hits a shape in the leaf, is responsible for everything that we see in the physical world. Everything we see in the physical world, from cars to cats to dressers to computers to keys to humans to bottles, everything we see in the physical world is essentially fundamentally made by a reaction between the sun and a leaf somewhere, or a molecule in a leaf. It all comes from the sun. In plants, the molecules, or one of the molecules that converts this solar energy, this sun energy, into the material world is vitamin K. You think that's important stuff? You better believe it is. Vitamin K is a leaf vitamin. Vitamin K is a grass vitamin. You know, grass contains significant amounts of these electrical chemicals. Grass is like a solar panel for the earth. Grass converts solar energy into electrical energy for the use of all living beings. And a case could be made for grass, plain old, simple, humble grass, because of its vitamin K content, at least partially, for being one of the most incredible, powerful substances on the entire planet. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side. We're coming back with more good health information right after this. Don't go away.
For health and vitality for you, your family, and friends, get the Healthy Start Pack from Longevity, as recommended by registered pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
If you're a junk food junkie, getting on the Healthy Start Pack is one of the best ways to wean yourself off of processed snack foods and start putting good nutrition in your body. If you have a loved one who's dealing with heart disease or any health challenge, the Healthy Start Pack makes a great gift. If you have a grandparent or a parent in a nursing home, you will be amazed at the difference a once-a-day dose of the Healthy Start Pack will make in your loved one's energy levels, in their memory, in their mood, and in their general outlook on life.
Give the gift of optimal health to your loved ones and order the Healthy Start Pack from Longevity by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
Gold is like nothing else on Earth. From the Romans through the Renaissance, from the Industrial Age to the Space Age, gold has weathered the test of time. For 6,000 years, gold has remained the ultimate store of wealth. According to the World Gold Council and the U.S. Mint, demand is at an all-time high. The stage is being set for the reemergence of gold as the common-sense alternative to a fiat paper currency that gets weaker every day. Midas Resources is proud to offer the hard-hitting report that arms you with the truth you need to protect you and your family from the Fed's plans for your hard-earned money. Don't gamble with your future. Call Midas Resources today and ask for your free copy of As Good as Gold. Call 1-800-686-2237 for the report the Fed hopes you'll never see. As Good as Gold can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. If you have ever thought about owning gold, you must read this report. Call Midas today at 800-686-2237.
There's a huge and hushed-up conspiracy going on that's about to turn your lives upside down in the coming few months. Unbelievably, the media are keeping quiet about this. I'm sure they know it, but they probably know that revealing it on TV will generate mass hysteria and chaos. But I believe you should be informed about it, because when the sinister agenda is finally accomplished and everything unravels, only those who know this secret info will survive and thrive. Go to 123conspiracy.com right now to see the truth. The video at 123conspiracy.com reveals the real secret reason why Obama is after your guns and ammo. And it's not just in response to mass murders of preparing for war. It's something much darker. Go watch the video now at 123conspiracy.com before they shut it down. Again, that's 123conspiracy.com.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Are you tired of searching for great talk radio?
Something more important.
Search no more. We are the GCN Radio Network.
And welcome back to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for being here, folks. We are here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time, and 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart up with all the longevity products as well as a Join the Team link. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine multivitamin mineral complex powder that you add to water and drink. It's a wonderful source of B vitamins, vitamin C. It's got even a little dab of vitamin K in there as well. Vitamin K is typically hard to find in nutritional supplements. You'll find that in the Beyond Tangy tangerine in an easy-to-absorb, drinkable, and tasty format. It goes great in your smoothies. You can make ice pops with it for your kids. Kids love it as well. It has a nice citrus taste. The new one has a nice peach taste as well. You can find out all about it at brightsideben.com, or you can ask the folks at 866-735-2470 at the Brightside Ben phone team about Beyond Tangy Tangerine, either the BTT 2.0 or the old BTT, which I like as well. Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Okay, so vitamin K is all about shape. It's all about electricity. That's what makes it so important for bone health. That's what makes it so important for anabolic building health. Vitamin K is found in leaves. It's found in plants. It's actually a solar activated substance. Grass contains significant amounts of vitamin K. Grass is like a solar panel for the earth. Leaves are like solar panels for plants. Grass is like a solar panel for the entire planet. Grass converts solar energy into electrical energy for the use of everything and everybody, including human beings. Grasses are tremendously abundant, obviously. They coat vast areas of the planet. They're on the ground floor of the food chain hierarchy, and they are basic nutrition for almost everything that's alive, whether at the fundamental level or if we're eating meat, for example, we're basically getting the power from grass. Cows eat the grass, we eat the meat. Wheatgrass, barley grass, alfalfa grass. These are all powerful foods, powerful medicine. It's no accident that some of the largest animals on the planet subsist mainly on grass. Grass contains especially high concentrations of electrically active substances like omega fats, vitamin K, vitamin E. These are all very important grass nutrients, and they all have a job to do in converting energy from the sun into physical energy, basically activating this rock that's spinning in space known as planet Earth into a living, breathing, organic being. Ocean grass is also a wonderful source of these electrical vitamins of omega fats and vitamin E and vitamin K. Ocean grass, of course, is called seaweed. And like the earth, terrestrial grass, seaweed is electrically active ocean grass. And it is some of the most powerful and nutritional food you could ever eat, like grass. Seaweed is some of the most powerful food you could eat, and some of the largest animals on the earth eat seaweed. Or eat ocean grass, if you will, plankton and substances like that. The green stuff that lives on top of the planet that converts solar energy into material energy. This, by the way, means seaweed and algae are going to be very good for your heart, for your eyes, and for your skin. Especially important for cataracts and macular degeneration. Sun protection benefits. Algae, plankton, seaweed, grasses, all wonderfully sun protective. For folks dealing with arrhythmias, movement disorders, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's, dementias, any kind of brain health issues, think grass, think seaweed. Seaweed is a real hidden source of valuable nutrition, and it's relatively cheap, too, and it's pretty tasty, too. You can get seaweed dry at a health food store. You can crush it up and add it to your salads. It's delicious. It's way better than croutons and way better for you. If you look at vitamin E and vitamin K by their chemical shape, they look like little sperm cells. They're made up of two main parts. They got a round electrical head attached to a long electrical tail. Vitamin E and vitamin K. Just look, they have a round head where electrical energy can circle around, and they got a long tail, just like a sperm cell. The tail is a delivery system, and it allows the head to penetrate into the most highly electrical structure in all of biology, the cell membrane. The sperm-like structure, in essence, fertilizes a cell. The sperm-like vitamin K, sperm-like structure, vitamin E, actually injects itself via this tail and head structure into the cell membrane. The cell membrane is so incredible. The cell membrane is the brain of the cell. The cell membrane is the information processor of the cell. The cell membrane itself has layers. This is so crazy, people. The cell membrane, which is has a width on the order of 1,000 times thinner than a human hair, this ultra-thin structure is actually layered itself, and then it's adorned with all these complex, dynamic, constantly morphing little parts. This super thin structure, this thing that we call a cell membrane, is where vitamin K and vitamin E exert much of their work. Vitamin K goes through the cell membrane. Vitamin E sits on the cell membrane. And not just the cell membrane on the outside of the cell, the tail of this little sperm-like molecule allows vitamin K and vitamin E to drill into the membrane and get itself inside a cell, just like a sperm cell drills itself into an egg cell. Remember, all disease is cell disease. Vitamin K and vitamin E are cell vitamins. Next time somebody asks you why vitamins are important, every once in a while somebody will tell me or ask me, why are vitamins important? All you got to do is tell people that at least 2 of them are molecular sperm cells with an electrical head that energizes the cell by delivering electricity. Do you think that's important? You better believe it is. This is why vitamin K has so many different roles to play in the body. This is why vitamin K has so many different health functions. It's electrical energy that it carries into a cell to activate key chemical reactions, especially the ones that involve calcium. This is where vitamin K plays its anti-aging and bone health roles. Vitamin K enters into a cell, drills itself through the cell membrane, enters into the inside sanctum of a cell where it helps the cell process calcium. For all the talk about calcium in the bones, calcium's real important role is what it does electrically inside a cell. Most of the calcium in our body is stored in the bones and calcified tissue like the teeth, but calcium's real potency is in its electrical tinker toy-like structure inside a cell. Calcium is the main mineral activator inside a cell, and vitamin K plays a key role in helping calcium activate chemical reactions. Why is this important? Because activating chemical reactions in a cell helps a cell do what it's supposed to do. It helps a muscle cell do muscle stuff. It helps a nerve cell do nerve stuff. It helps a heart cell do heart stuff. It helps a brain cell do brain stuff. It helps an immune cell do immune stuff. It helps a liver cell do liver stuff. All of this happens via the effects of calcium and vitamin K. We said earlier, a couple weeks ago when we were talking about vitamin D, that vitamin D works in collaboration with calcium by helping calcium get inside a cell. Well, vitamin K works in collaboration with calcium, but it accomplishes its work by activating calcium, by helping calcium do its chemical work. Vitamin D and vitamin K are our 2 most important calcium vitamins. Vitamin K functions in essence like a calcium magnet. Its magnetic property literally turns on the calcium chemistry activating effects. Vitamin K turns on calcium, and calcium in turn turns on all of the chemical reactions, or most of the chemical reactions, inside a cell. We are activated electrically by the electrical energy of vitamins and minerals. This is what Dr. Wallach has been saying for the last 40 or 50 years. My favorite Dr. Wallach book, he's got a lot of great books, but my favorite Dr. Wallach book is called Rare Earth Forbidden Cures, and it's based on the idea of this important fundamental electrical relationship that minerals and vitamins have to the bioelectrical human body. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We're coming back at you with more good health information right after this. Don't go away.
Are you still a traditional smoker? Now experience a new lifestyle and try vaping with e-cigarettes by LeSig. Imagine no ashes, stains, nasty smell, or coughing and hacking. With LeSig e-cigarettes' revolutionary microelectronic technology, rechargeable battery, and unique replaceable cartridge, you'll get all the benefits and satisfaction of smoking without the hazards. Choose your taste from a wide variety of our new American-made vape-free e-liquids at LeSig.com. And LeSig smokes the competition by serving thousands of worldwide customers with real people customer service, fast, free, same-day shipping, and a 30-day warranty and satisfaction guarantee. So are you ready for a new vaping lifestyle? Then call 870-518-4307. That's 870-518-4307. Or visit LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LeSig e-cigarettes for today's modern smoker.
And you thought the most painful question from your child was this:
Are we there yet?
Questions on family trips are nothing compared to questions from real family emergencies caused by weather, natural disasters, or terrorism.
I'm super hungry. What are we going to eat? Daddy, I'm scared. Why don't we have enough food?
Daddy should have been better prepared.
September is National Preparedness Month. Now you can be prepared. Now you should. Now you have awareness. And now you have your solution. Go to freezedryguy.com. Freeze Dry Guy will get you ready with the Family First Responders Kit. It's your emergency solution with delicious freeze-dried food, safe water, and even fire starting. Call 866-404-3663, 866-404-FOOD, or log on to freezedryguy.com. Protect your family now with emergency preparedness and say,
We're there!
freezedryguy.com.
It's time for a home security quiz. What effective home security device is smaller than a coffee cup, fakes out burglars into thinking someone is home at your house while you're away, plugs into any wall outlet, is recommended by many police departments, and sells for less than $30? Yes, it's Fake TV. This year, about 1 in every 50 U.S. homes will have a break-in, with burglars usually picking the easy target, a dark house that looks like no one is home. Fake TV is a small electronic security device that makes it look like someone is home watching TV by simulating the light from a real TV. Fake TV could be the difference between coming home to a secure house or one that's been ransacked. To get your Fake TV for only $29.95 with free shipping, go to faketv.com or call 1-877-5-FAKE-TV. That's 877-532-5388 or go to faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
There are those curious about Bitcoins and those using and making money with Bitcoins. What are Bitcoins? A Bitcoin is the first decentralized currency that can be easily transferred from person to person over the Internet. No bank needed. This means lower fees, and accounts can never be frozen, limited, or closed. You are in control of your money. And the best part? You can start earning and making money with Bitcoins right away. No computer or expertise is required to earn money with Bitcoins, and a growing number of merchants now accept Bitcoins. Plus, they're easily exchanged for dollars, euros, and more. Learn more about the easiest, cheapest, most profitable way to enter the Bitcoin market and get paid every 2 weeks by one of the fastest growing Bitcoin miners in the world at cloudhashing.com. Just like it sounds, cloudhashing.com. That's cloudhashing.com. We mine your business.
The GCN Radio Network, providing the world with hard-hitting talk radio. GCN. Great talk radio starts here.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Tomorrow we will take a couple of your letters, and I'll show you how we do this health and healing thing when it comes to specific health challenges. I like this feature. We'll do it. I think we'll do it on a regular basis once a week. I'll take 1 or 2 letters, and we'll just show you how. I'll show you how I work when I'm doing a patient interview, and we'll do that tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we'll be talking to Mike Adams, one of my favorite health journalists, one of the best, in my opinion, the best health journalist that's out there. Many of you guys know Mike, and we'll be talking about cancer and the ketogenic diet and a couple other things, and that'll be Thursday. And all the while, we'll be continuing to talk about vitamin K and its importance for bone building, its importance for electrical energy, its importance for building the body. And, of course, we'll also continue talking about the electrical nature of the body. You know, cancer has a real important electrical component that you don't ever hear folks talk about. We'll be talking about that in the next couple of days as well. Okay, if you want to learn more about the Youngevity products or join the Brightside Ben team, you can head over to brightsideben.com and click on the Join the Team link or check out our shopping cart. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470 for you guys who want a little bit more Brightside information. If you can't get enough of the Brightside, I encourage you to check out my blog, pharmacistben.com. We update it regularly, pharmacistben.com. Our number today, 855-660-4261. We do have a couple lines open for you. Try to get on board early so we can get as many calls in as possible. Time to take our first phone call of the day. Let's welcome Ron. Oklahoma Ron, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the Bright Side.
Well, I was calling about my wife.
Hey, Ron.
She has kidney failure.
Oh, okay. How old is your wife? How old is your wife?
74.
Oh, okay. All right. Is she diabetic?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. First of all, here's the thing. Kidney disease, kidney failure doesn't just happen. It happens in a body that's breaking down, a body that's degrading. You can't approach the kidneys without approaching the body first. Does that make sense, Ron? You got to work on the entire system. Yeah. Okay, good. That's the most important thing about dealing with kidney disease. If you go to the doctor, they're just going to focus on your kidneys. This is the problem with the medical paradigm. It does not address the environment that the kidney disease shows up in. Typically, kidney disease is a sign of blood sugar, of lack of control of blood sugar. It's technically called dysglycemia, which is just a fancy way of saying blood sugar is messed up. The kidneys are made up of miles of tiny, 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 infinitesimally small blood vessels. These blood vessels become clogged very easily. They can become damaged by sugar very easily when blood sugar is not controlled. This is the reason why diabetes and kidney disease go hand in hand. So the first thing you want to do if you're going to deal with kidney disease is you want to address toxicity in the body and blood sugar. That means do all the things we talk about for dealing with blood sugar. And I'm not convinced that your wife is not a diabetic. Just because she's not diagnosed as a diabetic doesn't mean she's not a diabetic. Certainly she's going to have problems with her blood sugar. We all have problems with our blood sugar, but especially if you're dealing with kidney issues. So number one, you want to have her on a low sugar diet. And that means breads. When I say low sugar, I'm including breads and pastas and rices and potatoes. I'd be putting her on the ketogenic diet. You probably have heard us talk about this in the past. The ketogenic diet is a high-fat, high to moderate protein, low carbohydrate diet. That means you're replacing your calories that you get from cereals and breads and fruit juices and cakes and candies, all the sugary kinds of foods and starchy kinds of foods. You're replacing those calories with calories from protein and calories from essential fatty acids. This is a woman at the age of 74 that should have zero tolerance for refined sugars. Most of us should have zero tolerance, but especially at the age of 74 with kidney disease. It's an absolute must that she weans herself away from these kinds of foods. Eating more protein and eating more essential fatty acids and coconut oil is the best strategy. Electrolytes are going to also be very important. These are electrically active minerals, magnesium, calcium. Get her on the Mighty 90. Get her on the Mighty 90 today, especially the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You may also want to throw in some of the other mineral products, the Ultimate Classic or the regular Tangy Tangerine. Now, anything she can do to get electrolytes, electrically active minerals is going to be in her interest. Vegetable juices are a wonderful source of these electrically active minerals. Celtic sea salt might be very helpful for her. Have her mix Celtic sea salt, oil, and vegetables together. You take vegetables like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, lightly roast them or lightly steam them. And I say lightly because you don't want to break up the nutrients, but you want to just kind of release some of those nutrients. Mix them with butter or with oil and then sprinkle on Celtic sea salt, and that should be one of her main sources of nutrition. Bone soup, by the way, would be excellent for her. She's got to have some digestive issues going on as well. Correct, Ron? Do you know about those?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, they go hand in hand. That's why I say, once you have digestive issues, that's when the body really begins to break down. So start to focus on the digestive tract as well. Use constipation and diarrhea. She's probably got more loose stools than constipation. Is that correct?
Well, she started out being constipated early in life.
Right now, she's probably got a problem. I'm guessing she's going to have a problem with loose stools more than she'd have a problem with constipation because.
Correct. Now that is true.
That's because there's a relationship between kidney disease and malabsorption of minerals. So she's probably not absorbing her minerals, which is why you want to make sure she's getting her minerals. But it's even more important that she focuses on fat absorption and digestive health in general. So you got blood sugar control, staying off of sugars and refined carbohydrates, weaning her off of those by getting her into more protein and essential fats and butter water, making sure she's using Celtic sea salt, making sure she's on the Mighty 90. I'd be using the chromium and vanadium. That is the Sweeties product, which I absolutely love from Youngevity after every meal. And then start to hone in on digestive problems. Every time she has the loose stools, see if you could figure out what she ate an hour, 2, 3, 4 hours before that triggered the loose stools, and then those are foods you're going to need to eliminate. Make sure she's using digestive enzymes after all meals. I would be using all the fat support absorbing nutrients after all meals as well. Keep in mind, these electrolytes that are so important for kidney health and important for the health of the entire body really are absorbed largely by the fat absorption system of the body. And that means if she's not absorbing fats, she's not absorbing magnesium, she's not absorbing selenium, she's not going to absorb all of these calcium, all of these electrolytic minerals, and that can wreak havoc on the kidneys. So focus on fat malabsorption. That means use the digestive enzymes, use lecithin. You can find that at the health food store. Use apple cider vinegar after all meals. The nutrient choline can be very helpful for fat malabsorption. Betaine HCl, which you'll get in the Ultimate Enzymes, but you can use extra betaine. That can help with fat absorption. Bile salts can help with fat absorption. BILE, bile salts. Pancreatin, the enzyme pancreatin, you can get that at the health food store. That's also going to be in the Youngevity Ultimate Enzymes. See where we're working here. We're focusing, number 1, on blood sugar, number 2, on the digestive system, and the digestive system support means fat absorption. And then also, don't forget about the importance of good probiotics. There's a very important connection between the kidneys and probiotics via vitamin D, and that's, well, there's so much more to talk about, Ron, but you got a ton of information. But the last thing I want to tell you is, with kidney disease, you are at risk, or your wife is at risk for vitamin D problems, because vitamin D is turned into super vitamin D. It's activated in the kidneys, and if you have kidney disease, there's a very high likelihood, a good chance that she's not going to be able to activate vitamin D. If she can get out in the sun, that's going to be her best way to get vitamin D. You don't need a lot of sun, by the way. 5 or 10 minutes a day, 3 or 4 days a week is enough. Make sure she gets as much of her body contacted by the sun as possible. And then if she can't get out in the sun, or there's no sun where you're at, then you can use vitamin D supplements or the Ultimate EFAs, which contain fish oil, which is a good source of vitamin D. Or she can just use straight fish oil. So much more to talk about, Ron, but that's a great place for you to start. Hope we helped out. God bless you and good luck with your wife. All right, we're coming back with more phone calls, 855-660-4261. If you're on hold, hang tight. We'll try to get to all you guys. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this. Hi, everyone. I'm Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist and host of The Bright Side. The good news about nutrition and health. The good news that if you or someone you care about is on a prescription drug or has some kind of health challenge, there's a gentle, natural, healthy way to address most health issues without drugs and without doctors, and it's as simple as understanding how the parts of the body work and how they interact with the foods we eat and the nutrients we take in. If you've heard me on The Bright Side or at one of my presentations, you know I'm a man on a mission to help you understand health and wellness and the remarkable healing powers of the biological system called the human body. And if you like The Bright Side, you're going to love my new website, brightsideben.com. You'll find articles and links, you'll be able to access archives, and we'll even have exclusive information that you won't hear on the radio show. And of course, you can purchase the Youngevity nutritional supplements and even sign up to join my Youngevity team and make an impact, make a difference, and maybe make some money too. Check out brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com, or call 866-735-2470 for more information.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
It's hurricane and wildfire season again. Why do thousands of people sit in these reoccurring problem areas year after year, betting their lives that the disaster won't get them? Hundreds of you help eFoods Direct ship 50,000 donated meals to the Oklahoma victims. The problem is we can't help everybody. If every one of us who can will take care of ourselves, we can all pitch in to take care of those who really can't. The new just-in-case pack from eFoods Direct is the big brother to the 7-day emergency pack designed for Oklahoma disaster donations. It contains a 2-month supply for one person, or a 1-month supply for 2 adults, or a 2-week supply for a family of 4. The $320 price is $50 less than retail. Call 800-409-5633 on the web efoodsdirect.com/Alex. Order 2 or more, get 10% off, free shipping applies. Call 800-409-5633 on the web efoodsdirect.com/Alex.
You've thought about it for years. Well, the time is now. You need a secret bunker, and you need it deep and strong. Atlas Survival Shelters should be your first and only choice. The experts at Atlas can help you choose a shelter that has all the comforts of your home and is 11 times stronger than square box shelters. Call Atlas at 1-855-4BUNKERS, 1-855-4BUNKERS, or visit IWantThatBunker.com. Atlas Survival Shelters. Better prepared than scared.
Ceramic body armor is rated to stop 6 hits. But what about the 7th? Unlike ceramic or Kevlar, Infidel body armor is proven to take hit after hit, and it just won't quit. Reasonably priced and designed for the smart civilian prepper, Infidel stops hundreds of hits from small arms to high-powered rifles. That means safety and peace of mind. Buy yours at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Spelled INFIDEL BodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
America's #1 source for independent talk radio for over a decade. We are the GCN Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Bright Side, Clayton in Canada. What's going on, buddy? How you doing today?
Hey, Ben. I've got a sister who's about 55 years old, and she's just been diagnosed with dry macular degeneration, and I'm wondering what we can do for that.
So much you could do. Macular degeneration, obviously, as the name implies, is a degeneration of the macula. The macula is a tiny little spot in the middle of your eye. It is made up of carotenoids, things that you can get from food. If you've ever looked at the side of the Vision FX or any eye vitamins, you'll see something called lutein, or sometimes you'll see zeaxanthin. These are nutritional substances called carotenoids. They're specifically yellow carotenoids, and they're what this macula is made up of. They absorb sunlight, and over the course of time, as our bodies are breaking down, this area in the middle of the eye tends to break down too. Macular degeneration, Clayton and everybody out there listening, macular degeneration is arthritis of the eyes. It's Alzheimer's disease of the eyes. It's degenerative disease of the eyes. People, it's the same thing. The body is breaking down, and once again, I know I say this all the time, but I'm just going to keep saying it. This is good news. This is great news, because it means all we've got to do is to take care of our macular degeneration or arthritis or our Alzheimer's disease or our liver disease or our osteoporosis or any of the other ways degeneration shows up, is we've just got to reverse the degeneration into regeneration. We've got to turn the degenerative process into a regenerative process, and it is in the body's nature to do this. All we got to do is help the system out. So here's what you do for macular degeneration. Same thing that you do for osteoporosis or any other degenerative disease. Number one, you've got to stop the steady stream of pro-inflammatory toxic substances from getting in. Largely, almost 100%, that means food. That means any food that causes inflammation, I'm talking about microscopic inflammation, needs to be avoided. And I'm sure you know what I'm going to say next. That means sugar and pasta and processed foods of all kinds, and chips and candies and fruit juice, and all of the foods that we exist on in this country, and I'm sure in Canada as well, have to be minimized or avoided entirely. The less we eat, the better off we are. After we eat any food, we initiate an inflammatory response in the body, even if it's spinach, even if it's a salad. So any kind of caloric restriction is going to be in your sister's regenerative interest. Stopping the steady stream of toxicity and reducing caloric intake, step number 1. Step number 2, start to put in anabolic or building nutrients into the body, and there's a bunch of them. Protein, probably the most important. We'll be talking about protein in the coming weeks in terms of osteoporosis, but we don't really talk a lot about protein when it comes to things like macular degeneration, yet protein is the key building substance. If she has a problem digesting or utilizing protein, have her use her protein with the ultimate enzymes from Youngevity, which contain protein digesting enzymes, and have her do all her protein meals with apple cider vinegar in addition to the enzymes. Eggs, by the way, are not only stupendous protein, but they're also a good source of these keratins that are important for the macula, especially the yellow keratins. So make sure she's eating eggs. Try not to cook her eggs too much. Whey protein, of course, is always going to be one of the best ways to get protein. Fish, a little bit. Fish has its own problems. Meat has problems, but maybe a little bit of fish and meat as well. Then there's specific nutrients for helping the eyes handle the sun. In addition to the aforementioned keratins, vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin E are all going to be very, very important. 400 international units of vitamin E a day, 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day. Omega-3 fatty acids are also going to be important. Selenium is also important. Have her using the ultimate EFAs. That'll get her OMega-3s, get her on the OPC selenium. That'll also be important. 400 micrograms, maybe even 600 micrograms a day are very important for the eye. 600 micrograms can be very helpful for the eyes. And then probably the most important of all the vitamins for the eyes is vitamin A. And I'd be using 20,000 international units of vitamin A along with her 400 international units of vitamin E. Have her take her vitamin A and vitamin E with meals. If she has any problems with fatty foods or has a gallbladder removed or a history of liver problems, make sure she uses her vitamin A and her vitamin E and her minerals as well, her selenium and her zinc, with fatty foods and with all the fat absorption aids that we talked about with our last caller, lecithin, choline, taurine, bile salts, pancreatin, all the fat absorption aids. That'll help her absorb her vitamin A and her keratins and her minerals, the whole bit. So, number 1, eliminate the steady stream of toxicity. Number 2, make sure she's getting her anabolic or building nutrients, especially protein. Number 3, make sure she's getting all of her electrically active eye nutrients as well. And then if you want to take a supplement specifically for the eyes, Youngevity's got one called Vision FX, which contains zinc and selenium as well as some of these keratins that are important for building the macula. The bottom line here, my friend, is macular degeneration is simply a breakdown of the eyes the same way that osteoporosis is a breakdown of the bones or Alzheimer's disease is a breakdown of nerve cells in the brain, et cetera, et cetera. It's all the same thing. It's just showing up in different parts of the body. Does that help you, Clayton?
Yeah, it sure does. Just a follow-up question. Will we be able to rebuild it back to normal or just stop it from getting worse?
Heck yes. It's in the body's nature to heal. That's the thing. Now, depending on how degenerated she is, it may take a little bit longer or it may take a little less longer depending on the degree of degeneration, but the regenerative process can kick in immediately. As soon as she reduces her caloric intake, reduces the intake of the toxic or inflammatory foods and starts to take in the building nutrients, the regenerative process will kick in immediately. All right?
Great.
Thank you, buddy. That's the most important thing, you guys. It is in the body's nature to heal. We are healing systems. Don't let any physician or medical professional tell you that you're condemned or you're doomed or you got to stay on this prescription drug for the rest of your life. That's not how the body works. I said this yesterday. Every time you cut yourself, you have a testimony. You have a visual manifestation, a visual proof of the healing process of the body. You think if your skin, the cells in your skin don't heal after you get a paper cut, you don't think your bone cells are going to heal or your macula cells are going to heal? By the way, the macula is basically the same kind of tissue as your skin. It's the same stuff. It's the skin on the eyes. So when your macula breaks, specialized skin, but it's still epithelia. It's the same kind of tissue. So when the macula degenerates, it's like your skin degenerating, and nobody ever questions whether their skin is going to heal. You shouldn't have to question whether your macula or any other part of the body is going to heal. That's the beauty of the human body, and that's the divine magnificence of the human body as well. Okay, Robert in Texas, welcome to the bright side. What's going on, my friend?
Dark spots around your eyes. I was just wondering, different corner of your eyes, you got dark shadows there.
Very common. It's not an eye problem. It's a circulatory problem. It's not a skin problem. It's not a pigment problem. It is a sign that the blood is not moving around as it should. With all the time we've been spending on inflammation in the blood for the last couple of weeks, it should come as no surprise that people have dark circles around the eyes. You'll notice that the dark circles, by the way, show up worse in the morning, and sometimes they'll actually improve during the day. That's because while we're lying down at night, the circulatory system doesn't quite make it through from the eyes all the way around. The blood vessels in the eyes are very small, requires a lot of pumping. When you're lying down, that doesn't happen. So you'll notice sometimes that dark circles around the eyes are worse first thing in the morning, and they tend to improve as you go throughout your day. You can do some lymphatic manipulation to help kind of move things around by rubbing on the eyes a little bit, very lightly on the surface of the eyes. But I would be treating it mostly as a circulatory health issue, and that involves mostly the liver and the heart. You want to regard it as a sign that you may be having some liver problems, you may be having some heart problems, or you may be having some digestive problems, and toxicity is getting into the blood. So if you, just like with other health conditions, the best thing for you to do is try to find other things going on in the body so you can triangulate and put together a whole picture. Last week I talked about how if you just have one symptom, it's much harder to figure out what's going on in the body. So you always want to come up with multiple points. Is this for you, Robert, or is there somebody you know?
It's for me.
Okay, now, so here's what I'll ask you. First of all, how old are you?
66.
And what else is going on in your body? It's got to have other things happening. Just
well, I called you the other day about neuropathy. Remember, on my feet?
Okay, there you go. Well, you see, we're starting to put a picture together. A general inflammatory picture. Neuropathy means pain in the nerves in the bottom of your feet. Again, you're having a circulatory problem. Chances are you got diabetes or some kind of blood sugar problem, even if you're not diagnosed as a diabetic. Once you have these multiple points, now we can start to really work. So what I'd be doing, Robert, is I'd be focusing not so much on your dark circles, but focusing on what's causing this inflammation that's going on in your body, and chances are you're going to be able to find some blood sugar problems there, and you're going to be able to find some digestive problems there. And I hate to beat a dead horse. Stop the steady stream of toxicity from coming into the body. Start focusing on blood sugar. Eliminate the blood sugar and insulin spiking foods. Use the sweeties. Get on the Mighty 90. There's so much you can do, guys. That's why I do this program every day. The bright side is the good news about health and nutrition that says that whatever your health challenges are, you can begin to address them today. The body is a healing and regenerating system. It's in its nature to heal and regenerate. Thank you so much, friends, for joining us. Tomorrow we'll take one of your letters or a couple of your letters and backtrack. I'll show you how I do this patient interview thing. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Y'all have a wonderful, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, listen carefully. Sweeping changes to IRS policies will help more people than ever eliminate their tax debts once and for all. And now, I can help you reduce or eliminate your tax debts and end your tax nightmare. Hi, I'm Dan Pilla. I've helped thousands of people reduce and eliminate tax debts they couldn't pay, and after more than 30 years of experience dealing with the IRS, I can tell you there's no such thing as a hopeless tax case. And with the IRS's new policies, it's easier than ever to put your tax debt behind you once and for all. Call now at 800-346-6829 to learn how I can help you. You know your IRS debt will not go away by itself, but you don't have to live in fear anymore. Call 800-346-6829. Learn how I can help you eliminate wage and bank levies, release tax liens, and negotiate a settlement with the IRS that will put your tax nightmare behind you forever. Call 800-34-NO-TAX or go to taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you. Has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day. Unique, affordable survival
survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit mypatriotsupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. mypatriotsupply.com.